Ciao, Bella. Welcome to Foster Care, baby. Subscribe to this podcast. I don't know. Rate, review, subscribe, whatever everybody says. How we feeling? Beautiful. Coming at me live from Port Richmond.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
You look like a DJ in the booth right now. Mike's got those big autistic headphones on. You look like you're trying not to scratch your ears.
Yeah, dude, it's a habit. I'm like a dog.
He was just out there on a lady scooter, a little baby scooter. Somebody, it looked like a kid died in like a car accident. They left it on the sidewalk for a memorial.
Hot pink with purple handles.
Oh, God. Have you ever ridden a Razor scooter? Are you a Razor scooter guy?
Dude, we used to tail whip them. We'd go around town on them.
Crush your shins. I just missed the Razor scooter era. I was a skateboard man.
You're so right, though.
I was older.
The shins, dude. Shinners are crazy.
I tried to ride one the other day. I shot like a commercial for GoPuff, like an Instagram commercial. Nonsense. I had to pick up a fat Indian guy. It was interesting. No, this guy, one of my buddies, whatchamacallit, the dude I was filming it with, he's a friend of mine, but I had to pick him up for a sketch. Well, it's like a weird, I don't know, GoPuff commercial. You a GoPuff guy?
I actually applied to them for like an internship.
I just got these nuts from them for free. They stink. But I'm starving, so I'm chewing them. They're like everything. Are you a sunflower seed man? I'm a pistachio man. I
used to, but like sunflower seeds, I just eat the whole fucking shell.
That's what I do. I just chew it until there's no flavor, and then I spit it out. It looks like I'm building a disgusting nest on the floor.
I'm crazy. I just fucking swallow it.
You swallow the whole thing?
Just chew it up and eat it.
It'll cut your hole up coming out.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's not good.
When you're younger, you don't think about that, though.
Yeah. Well, you're 27, so start thinking about your asshole health now before it gets out of hand. That's not good.
I've had a lot of hemorrhoids. You talk about asshole health, yeah.
You had a lot of hemorrhoids from what? Sitting too long, pushing too hard?
I guess pushing too hard, but I think it's stress. It happened a lot during college.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I had to go to a doctor once, and this Asian lady bent me over a bench and put a camera up my ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Colonoscopy?
No. She was like examining the fucking hemorrhoid.
You got a casting couch at the doctor's office? They're like, let's see what that hole's for.
They like it's like a cushioned couch for your knees, and then you like bend over it. It's crazy. And then they stuck like this little gun up my butt, and they rubber banded the hemorrhoid.
Oh,
it stops the blood flow. Yeah, and you poop out the rubber band.
That's what they do with like blood. Like, they do that with like warts, right?
I don't know. Wart. I've had a wart in the middle of my finger, and they took this device that electrocutes it.
Oh yeah, they lance it off, right?
They numbed it. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I got a blood blister one time doing jiu-jitsu, and some guy, I was like rolling on the mat, and he like perfectly pinched my. There was like a wooden edge on the mat, and my side was laying there, and he like got his knee and pinched this little piece of skin. I got a huge blood blister on my skin. But what have you been up to? How was the weekend?
Wait. Blood blisters? I think about like, remember the school bus windows? And you catch your thumb when you push them up, dude. That was I
got kicked off the school bus. I didn't get to ride it in middle school. I got caught hitting a fucking. There was like a Pico guy working on the side of the road, and I drilled him with I hit him with a tennis ball like perfectly in the head. While you're staying off to the side of the road, so I got booted off of that. So I was skateboarding with my bolt cut to middle school every day. It was brutal. I just realized how much I say brutal. I say brutal so much.
That's your like.
It's one of my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, my vernacular. It's a staple word, if you will. What'd you do all weekend?
It's Foster jargon. No, it was my dad's birthday, so we went to LBI. And
I'm going there this weekend for Easter.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be with my WAP family.
Yeah, we're doing Easter at my place this year.
Ooh. What does your family do? Anything good? Catholics?
We make lasagnas, ham, pineapple spoon bread.
Ham.
Yeah, dude.
You like, wait, what? Pineapple spoon bread?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the fuck is that?
It's like pineapple and breadcrumb.
Like yogurt?
No, dude. It's like a big casserole dish, and there's the like big circular pineapple chunks on top of this like.
I don't like that.
Oh, dude, it's good. Trust me.
I don't like it.
With the ham?
My family does like a adult, like they'll do like airplane bottles of liquor and hide them all over the yard and then wonder why we're all alcoholics. Why is everybody fish hooking each other on the front lawn of grandma's house? I'm like, oh, well, I've been blacked out on Jack Daniels since 2 a.m. 2 p.m. God. Yeah, dude, I was behaving all again this weekend until Saturday night. It got me.
You got lit?
Yeah, we did a show at Gall up the street. We're going to do every month. Eddie Alvarez showed up. You know Eddie Alvarez from UFC?
That sounds super familiar.
Yeah, he came walking in. I was like, what's this jacked fucking guy doing in here? And I was like, wait, that's Eddie Alvarez. Yeah. So we got a picture with him. Drew Montana was going to fight him. Should have. It would have been nice. Dude, every time. I don't know if we got to start recording this at a different time. As soon as I get home from work, I'm like, it's nap time, bro. I think I'm just getting old. I'm ready for naps now. I'm a nap man.
Dude, like when I was in college, I'd get home from class and my friends would come over to my place because they lived off campus. And I would just knock out on my couch for an hour before class. Yeah.
I can't do it. I don't know. But
Love
if I nap, I'm done. I'm finished for the day. I couldn't get out of bed this morning. I don't know. Is it because I think it's because it's back to being dark out when it's in the morning?
Yeah, maybe. I like how late it stays light, though.
It's no good.
Love it.
Yeah, I'll take that. Have you had any ice cream? Well, Ice Cream Man started coming around again. Ice cream truck.
We don't get one near us.
Hell, that dude pulls up and parks on my corner and just sits there blasting it. I feel like I'm getting fucking. I feel like I'm in Guantanamo Bay for fat people. He's just making me buy. And I can't. And I get the gayest ice cream order. I get vanilla ice cream, like soft serve with rainbow sprinkles. It's
Dude,
so good.
The Rocket Pop's the shit.
What's a Rocket Pop?
Oh, the USA, yeah, dude.
Speaking of USA, do you hear Trump's getting arrested tomorrow?
Yeah, my dad is so mad.
Oh my God, everybody's pissed. Oh my God, he's also he's got to be the first guy that's he's flying his own plane to go get arrested, which is like one of the tightest moves you can pull.
That's a flex.
Because what's the charges? He's getting in trouble for paying Stormy Daniels. I bet there's other stuff, but
yeah, I don't know all the details, but does it? I feel like it comes down to that Capitol building shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the most loyal fan base you've ever. Nobody has a more loyal fan base than Trump.
Yeah, you said
Beyonce couldn't get. You want to think Beyonce's going to come in and storm the White House? It ain't happening. They're not the White House, the Capitol, not the White House.
And it was just like a misinterpreted tweet, and they still like ride or die.
I don't know. It's
well, maybe we don't know, but
I don't care.
Same.
I don't care. I'm too stupid to care about anything. I can't. Whatever you tell me, if I read enough on Twitter, I'm like, this thread is 100% perfectly right. And then there can be a chick with her tits out. The next one that's like, no, that's not actually what happened. I'm like, that queen is right. She is correct about that. Yeah, Trump's getting. I mean, he at least he's a politician that's paying to have sex with adults. Can we all agree on that? Like he wasn't. You know what I mean? There's a lot of these guys porking little kids. So it's like at least throw it at a porn star. Why wouldn't you pay the porn star to shut up? You don't want her fucking yapping. I see so many. Do you see them videos on like social media of porn stars who fuck like famous athletes and then they talk about them? I'd be like, what? Shut up. I got kids.
I feel like the most famous like athlete fucker is that Brittany Rayner girl.
I thought you were saying Brittany Griner. I was about to say.
No. Yeah, no, I don't think that would work.
She's eating pussy.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah, Brittany Renner.
Yeah, dude. She went on a killing spree.
I mean, understandable, but it's like, God. Also, you got to respect that level of whoredom. You're like, yeah, rock out, dude.
Hustle.
If I could get money for fucking chicks, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'd do that in a minute. There's no market for that. Chicks, there's no famous chicks like that's what sucks about like you can be a hot chick and you could work out like and get to a concert, throw up a poster and have Mick Jagger come in you. There's people that have made a living out of that. I can't go to a Meg Thee Stallion concert and be like, let me nut in you. Can you have my baby, please? I love you. It doesn't work out like that. If you're a good looking guy, you just get more regular pussy. That's just the only benefit you got. That's it. That's what I did a show yesterday at Helium, and you're like having a set about talking about your girlfriend, and chicks are still trying to hook up with you after the show. I'm like, you fucking whore. Did you listen to anything I said?
They're like, oh, you made that girlfriend thing up, right?
Yeah, made that up. I'm like, no, I didn't. If you were hotter, maybe.
It's just for the bit.
Yeah, just for the bit. Drives me nuts. It's going to be crazy. I want to see what happens with Trump, though. There's going to be a lot of guys in cargo camo shorts up in New York this week, I bet. If they ride up there, that's going to be... Dude, the trans against the Republican dudes in fucking New York, that's going to be a battle for the ages. I saw a bunch of like, I don't care if you're trans, obviously. Like, I don't give a shit, but it's so funny. I saw like there was like a trans activist group like protesting and they're marching around with like all this shit. Like, it's a bunch of fucking like pencil neck dudes and like chicks walking around like we own the streets. I was like, I don't know if you do. They better pray to God nobody starts fighting. Like, I don't know. I think like you guys might get smacked around a little bit. I don't know how that's going to go. Mike, how do you feel about that?
I think like depending on the cause you're behind, like a certain group of people, like they're not fighters, but they like will pretend to be.
I was like, listen, you ain't fighting on Twitter no more. You're gonna get punched in the face by some fat guy. But and then also Republican dudes, they all just walk around with like 9 guns and don't know how to use them. Usually, every video you see, you're like, dude, I thought you were G.I. Joe, Chief. They raided the Capitol and let a lady get shot in the face first. It's like, you guys might be pussies too. Everybody's a pussy, but everybody should just calm down, Mike. What do you think about that? Get everybody on some weed.
I don't know, dude. Shit hits the fan and people are fight or flight.
Yeah, I mean, if the shit does hit the fan, I'm still going to be chilling. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to be chilling in this garage and the world will be burning around me. Did you see they had like a drag race meetup on Saturday?
Like cars? Like, yeah. Okay, cool. Like making sure it wasn't like drag.
Like, no, dude, I would not be there. No, but the cops showed up and people were like, they mobbed the car, like 100 people on a cop car, like jumping on it, stomping on the windows. But then I finally saw videos of it and it's a bunch of dudes in like SRTs and like, infinities and shit doing burnouts. And I'm like, dude, if you're an adult man, you're doing burnouts on public. I mean this. I hope you kill yourself. I really hope you choose to end your life instead of like Need for Speed's done. Paul Walker's dead. It's over. Forget about it, cuh. Stop doing burnouts. Stop it. Cut it out. You know how pissed I'd be if I was a cop and I had to show up to that call and you just see a bunch of kids with TikTok haircuts just fucking chanting on their boys doing donuts? Go to a racetrack, you fucking virgin.
It's like 1v50.
I'm also like, dude, I don't know. Like those dudes who drive around like that and then they like ramping up their fucking engines and you got like, there's like an anime character on the back. I'm like, dude. Go fucking like any chicks are like chicks like out at brunch seeing there like I gotta suck that guy off. Look at the spoiler on that fucking Infinity. God, if I was a cop, I'd be fucking dude. Give them some pepper spray, bullets. I don't know, rubber bullets, whatever. I'd be blasting those kids. We need a sniper on the roof and just start shooting people. We're overpopulated anyway. Traffic's too bad. I hate guys like you ever see those guys that like race when they're driving down 95? There's like 3 cars that are obviously racing each other.
I hate when I'm getting tailgated and then like I calmly change lanes to let them pass and then they just fucking floor it by you.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're like, okay, you had to pass me that bad.
I'm gonna like mount missiles to the side of my work van so I can just start blast. You should be able to kill one person. I've said this a million times. You should be able to kill one guy in a road rage incident a year. You should be allowed to. Just be like, there should be an app where you can request a fair one from someone and on the road. And be like, hey, can meet me at 5th and Spring Garden and we're gonna fight. Because I need to beat you to death on the hood of that Civic. It's driving me dude, I was seeing that video. I'm like, maybe I'm just old. I'm like, Law and Order. Can we get it together? Like, can we stop this shit? You know how pissed I would be if I got like hit and paralyzed by a kid doing donuts in his dad's SRT? I'd be furious. I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't like cars. I don't give a fuck. If I was like rich millionaire, I'd have a nice Bronco.
Yeah, we talk. I totally agree.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get it. It's just like, what the fuck? And then it's just dudes standing in the middle of the burnout just filming the guys go around them. I'm like, what do you want?
Selfie sticks and shit.
No pussy getting Ferris wheel, you retards. God. It's not like I do anything cooler. You know what I mean? I did a 4 o'clock show at Helium yesterday.
Whoa.
They do 4 p.m. shows. It's lovely. You have a couple cocktails. You're home. I came home. Also, had a little bit of a blunder. I ordered food yesterday. I got a hoagie, and I went to go get fries and mozzarella sticks. They gave me 2 orders of mozzarella sticks, so I had to eat 8 mozzarella sticks yesterday.
Oh, for you.
Yeah, it was tough. But I was like, I was so high. The problem with mozzarella sticks, if you don't eat them fresh out of the, like, if you don't eat them fresh off the press, what are you going to eat, a hard mozz stick?
Yeah, dude, leftover mozz.
My girl's like, what, you ate them all? I'm like, what, am I going to let them cool off? No. I'm burning my belly, and now I'm bricked up. My belly is bricked. I got a brick of cheese in my belly. Fucking killing me. I was blowing the porta potty up today, I'll tell you that. God, there's this new apprentice that came to my job today with the tightest pants I've ever seen. You ever see somebody and like, I don't even know it. I don't need to know anything about you as a person. I hate you. I could not stand this kid. I don't know why. The cut of his jib was no good.
It's fun when you like have that first impression of someone and then they prove you wrong.
I never get proved wrong.
It's happened a few times to me, but usually it sucks when you like the person and then they turn into shit.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, that'll happen. Usually if I make up my mind on you, I'm like, even if I do think you're cool, eventually, too bad, I hate you. You're my sworn enemy. I'm bad with grudges. I'll hold a goddamn grudge forever. There's people I hate from like 6th grade.
There was a kid at Drexel with us. He was in like the same engineering class, and he went on like a snowboarding trip with us. And I don't like this kid. He's ginger and he's 6'5". I'm like, this is the weirdest person ever.
6'5".
And he's got like a beer belly. And then we go snowboarding, and this kid's a fucking beast. And I was like, okay, I like him now.
Damn, you liked your pause, first of all, because you liked another man's skills, and you were attracted to him.
Dude, he was good.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't snowboard with anyone the rest of the day.
We were just talking about a ginger. There's a weird segment of the ginger population that's like freak athletes. Gingers are either the most unfortunate looking people on the planet, or you're like a jacked, like, you know those like jacked Irish guys? You run into one of them every once in a while. Like a pasty Irish guy that's built like a black guy. You're like, what's going on with the traps here, Seamus?
So true.
Yeah, it's no good. Freaks me out a little bit. Then they get all freckled up. You're not a freckle guy.
I got like some dark freckles on my stomach and stuff.
On your stomach?
Yeah.
I have a birthmark that looks like South America on my stomach.
Look at you.
If you look next to it. No, it's interesting. I don't know. I keep waiting for my energy to get back up. Dude, I'm having like 3-day hangovers. I think I'm going to get on TRT. I'm old enough, right? 34. I can pull it off. Just come in here jacked, I'm bald. I'll do it. I don't care. I saw something, they're trying to pass a bill where you can't do like telemedicine anymore for TRT. or for like testosterone. You know that dude, More Plates, More Dates?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was posting a video about like how they're not doing telemedicine because I guess guys are just getting boner pills and TRT, and I guess ladies are getting TRT to get their T up. Get jacked on tea. Those are the best. When you see like a lady with a beard, nothing's more unfortunate than a balding lady, though.
I don't really think I've encountered many.
You've never seen a bald lady?
Not many.
Like when the sun hits the top of their head and you're like, God, crap. We're in the capital of bald ladies in the country right now. Port Richmond's got some bald broads with mustaches. They're just high tea ladies. You got to have high tea in this neighborhood.
Imagine a bald Karen. She'd be like double angry.
Marin. Oh, dude, my brain's not working today. Mark
Marin.
I was going for a man Karen. Yeah, that didn't work out. Did you see Meg the Stallion? Did you see it?
She's nice.
Michael, you fucking came. Dude, she threw out the first pitch at a baseball game and she was in white pants and I was like, God bless that fucking photographer. If they had a hot chick throwing out baseball, like I would watch baseball. I tried to watch one game the other day. I was like, shit stinks. They even have the pet, like, I don't know. I watched some of it, but Meg the Stallion, I mean, Jesus Christ. I hope they fucking, I don't know, put those pants in the Hall of Fame. You have to. She threw out, it was the worst pitch I've ever seen. I'm like, who gives a shit? They should just have hot chicks. They should have OnlyFans pitching. OnlyFans chicks. You know what I mean? Throw a dildo from the, you know what I mean? Throw a dildo from the fucking pitching mound right into a chick's asshole. That's behind the home plate.
You gotta like stick it to someone's forehead.
Oh my God. No, they should just have a chick like spreading her ass cheeks and you have to throw a dildo right down 90 miles an hour into her ass.
Is it like a tomahawk throw or like a football throw?
Sidewinder. Yeah, you'd have to. Have you ever? No, I don't know. I was gonna say if you ever used a dildo on a chick, but I was like, no.
Dude, I'm actually mad about this. I've never used any toys on any girl.
Really?
Never. I've never even had I've never even seen a vibrator in person. Yeah.
I'll show you my girlfriend's. Stinks.
Yeah, I'm actually mad about it.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm missing out.
I mean, you're not. I was a big butt plug guy for a while, throwing butt plugs and chicks. That was a good time.
Dude, at like Comic-Con, like some of the girls like dress up in cosplay and some of them wear tails and the tails are butt plugs. The tail hanging out of the skirt or something.
One time I broke up with a chick. I bought a set of butt plugs, right? And she said she couldn't get this one butt plug in. And then when I broke up with her, she took all the butt plugs. And I was like, I thought you couldn't fit those in. I was fucking pissed.
Who bought them?
I did.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm not going to argue with you. We broke up and she started giving me head while I was breaking up with her. And she's like, well, your dick's getting hard. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not gay. I just don't want to hook up with you anymore. That was a tough day. My buddy came downstairs and I was like, I think I was just sexually assaulted. He's like, look like something's wrong with you. I was like, I don't know. I think I need to go out and have a beer. That was tough. You never lived with one of your boys yet, right?
What do you mean? Like
lived with like a roommate, dude roommates?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In college, I had 4 roommates. And then we'd have like a 6-month internship, and they all left, and then 3 more came in.
Ooh,
yeah. So like I've had a fair amount of guy roommates.
Did you watch any of the basketball this weekend?
No.
The ladies? Oh my God, dude, it's been the best. I guess the one chick, Caitlin something. It's Caitlin Clark, and then the other chick's something Reese, I think it is. Ariel, some shit. But the one girl was like taunting the other girl and she was like doing the fucking John Cena thing. Also, for the first time, my girlfriend was watching WWE Divas on TLC. John Cena can fucking kick rocks. Have you ever heard that guy talk? I hate that guy. I've only ever not liked him just because of his outfit. Like his whole outfit's just jorts and sweatbands. He just wears like wristbands.
He just reminds me of like a super white version of The Rock.
Yeah, he's like Mark Wahlberg. He reminds me of Mark Wahlberg for some reason, who's also reignited his wiggerdom. Mark Wahlberg, it's been crazy. He came up with like his new. Everybody's got a clothing line now. Why does everybody have clothing lines? You make that much money on clothes? It looks like H&M sweatpants, and he put municipal on it. And he's like, yeah, you know what it is. I'm like, bro, you're fucking 60 years old. Isn't Mark Wahlberg's got to be like 57?
Got to be in his 50s.
He's got to be.
He's been around so fucking long.
Yeah, what the hell was I talking about? John Cena that just sparked. My girlfriend was watching. I was like, this shit stinks.
They were talking about like, the girls' basketball.
Huh? Oh, yeah, girls' basketball. But the girl was taunting the other girl. I guess she was taunting the girl the game before. And then she played this other team. She played like this fucking... I guess it was LSU. There was a bunch of black chicks. She's a white chick from Iowa, and they lost. And I guess the girl was taunting her afterwards, and everybody was like, "This is classless." I'm like, "They're fucking playing. You guys should just shut the fuck up and enjoy anyone talking about women's basketball." Nobody's talked about women's basketball since Brittany Griner, and everybody was on this white chick's dick for shooting threes. They're like, she's the best. I'm like, have you been watching women's college basketball all year, dude? Have you? Everybody on Twitter is just like, this is this is huge for us. I'm like, you've never watched a women's basketball game. What are you watching the fucking, it's like 17-13 at halftime. I don't know. What do you think about it?
The only girls basketball I ever watched was my sister when she was like 12.
And that shit stunk.
Well, she had this one girl on her team, and she ended up becoming a USA soccer player.
Yeah.
But, dude, when she was 12 playing basketball, she would eat girls up.
Crushing it up.
Oh, my God. I was like, what is happening?
That is fun. Watch little kids sports when one kid's good. I remember, dude, we would do flag football when like the off season of touch, like it's like it's spring. You would just play 7-on-7, and we would referee it, and that was the best because we'd be betting on these little kid games, and there was always one girl that was just torching kids nonstop, and nothing's better than watching. Like you could tell which kid. I hate when parents like force their kids to do sports. You know what I mean? Like a parent that brings their kid to football practice, like kid's in jeans. I'm like, why are you torturing this fucking kid? It's like video games.
It's like one of two things. Like they want them to just like get out of the house.
Yeah, like get out of the house.
Or they're trying to like relive through their kid.
Yeah,
like,
well, you got
I played football, so you're going to play football.
But it's also like the kids in fucking Wranglers. You're forcing them to go play football, and now he's going to get embarrassed. This kid's never going to stop. He's going to come do something to his school. You know?
My mom made me do it.
God. I remember, dude, we would show up to referee those football games. So, I mean, I was like annihilated drunk still. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And people would be like, would you want to babysit my kid? I'm like, are you fucking smoking crack, woman? You out of your mind? You would get some stranger. I don't even think I'd let like some family members watch my kid if I had a kid. Now I'm thinking about hypothetical kids. I'm like, what am I going to do with this kid? Where am I going to send him to school? You know what I mean? Did you go to you went to public school, right?
Yeah, for sure. Big melting pot.
What?
Like just the school. Yeah. There was no like, it wasn't the school where there's like one black guy or like one Mexican guy.
We had three black guys and 3 Mexican guys.
It was
yeah. For sure.
No, it was very well-rounded.
That's what I feel like my school changed so much. We had like, when I was growing up, I had no Jewish friends. I didn't know any Jewish people. And then by the time my sister was in middle school, all her friends are Jewish. I'm like, I wanted to go to a fucking bar mitzvah. I had nothing. My friends were all just white trash. The perk era was my age.
I went to 2, actually.
Bowl cuts and Percocets. What's the deal with those? It's just a party?
I mean, I don't know. It's just like a birthday thing. It's like a coming of age. You're like becoming a man, I guess.
Yeah, what the hell do Catholics have? We just get confirmed?
Yeah, I don't know. But they're fun, dude.
Catholics?
No. the food and the party
itself.
itself.
Pick an uncle, and they're like, what's your confirmation? I'm like, whatever one lets me talk the least when I get up to the fucking father.
We used to call the kid Jack the Jew.
Jack the Jew?
Yeah, and his Instagram is Jack the Jew 22.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
Yeah,
what's he do now? Like, shout out Adam 22.
Well, he actually joined the like parajumpers, the PJs. But then he ended up having like this like life-threatening disease.
PJJ.
I guess so. So he had to stop.
Jew. What kind of life disease? What do you mean? He had a disease?
During the training, like he was wrapping it up and he got really fucking sick. And like the, like your, what do you call the guy, the drill instructor? What do you call the guy that's like making you do all the fucking working out?
I don't fucking know. You're told.
Either way, they like made him keep working out. They're like, don't be a pussy. Like,
oh yeah.
And he pushed further with this thing. And yeah, it like fucked him up for like 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. But I can't wait to see how quickly people stop talking about women's basketball again now. It's so funny. Everybody's such a fucking dick eater. It's so crazy. I'm like, I better see everybody I saw tweeting about this shit. I'm like, I better see you tweeting tip off opening day. Because I can't wait for these ladies to get drafted in the WNBA and then go into more debt. It's fucking crazy.
We're talking about like young freaks. I just want to bring this up. Yeah. Have you ever seen young Crosby when he was playing in an 18-year-old AAA ice hockey team? He was 14.
Sidney Crosby?
He was 14 years old and an 18-year-old dude, crazy. He'd have a hat trick every game. The old footage of it is nuts.
Yeah, well, I ain't watching that because hockey's gayer than basketball.
You see like this little 5'7" guy. He's not even grown up or had puberty yet.
Just crushing people?
Eating 18-year-olds up.
That would be sick. You got to feel like the fucking man if you're the dad of the kid who's just crushing adult men. But then, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you beat up the other kids after practice if they're not playing right.
The dad that hypes up his kid who isn't good sucks.
Those guys rock. I respect that.
That's delusional.
Yeah, there were so many fucking. I mean, I like dads that would really spaz. You would have to yell at like you know what I mean. Have to yell at dads and be like, dude, your kid can't fucking throw. Like, what do you think's gonna happen if we put Timmy and look at him? He's throwing grass. All the kids who sit Indian style and touch grass, I'm like, this kid's worthless. I don't know, dude. That's what all I've been obsessed with. I've been on fucking addicted to my phone way too hard lately. I've just been watching, dude. I see all these people who like blog about living in vans. Have you seen these people?
Dude, there's a lot of them.
There's so many, but
I love this life.
I saw a couple that was living in a van, but they were living in Vegas, But they're like, we just like the nightclub life, but we don't want to pay for anywhere to live. So they're living in a parking lot in an RV in Vegas. And I was just like, what kind of... Dude, could you imagine being on Molly and you're at a dance club? You know what I mean? You're at the club, you're ripping it on Molly, then you got to walk back to the parking garage with your boyfriend. Can you imagine your room? Dude, I can't imagine what kind of guilt you're having in your head. Because whenever you're coming off those kind of drugs, you're like, I'm the worst person alive. But if I had to go into my fucking RV and my girlfriend's peeing in a bucket 20 feet away from me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're living in a goddamn van. I don't know, dude. It's not for me. I saw a video of a lady that shits in a bag. I'm like, just fucking put a bullet in my head that's how I have to live. You can't shit in a bag. I've had to shit in a bag many a time on a construction site in a bucket.
Desperate maneuvers only.
Yeah, dude. That can't be like your everyday. Can you imagine have to hose out your shit bucket every day? No good.
Where do you even dump the shit? Then it might attract bugs and shit. Like, you got to make sure you dump it far enough from where you live.
Yeah, you got to have a scat pile somewhere.
It's horrible.
You got to walk far enough out into the woods to dump it. It's no good.
Yeah, and what if you're in a parking lot?
Huh?
What if you're in a parking lot? Where are you going to dump your shit? And like walk it into a Walmart and throw it in the toilet?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what else was I watch? I watched did you watch? There's a Waco documentary now, a new one. So do you know what Waco is?
Oh,
right?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was watching that. It's so funny because the people are like, I guess people came down. I didn't realize it went on for 52 days. And then they just torched everybody in the building. And they were like, it's so funny because the cops were like, wasn't us. And then the people that were in the church were like, wasn't us. And it's like grown men like recounting this and like trying to be like, oh, the FBI was fucking us over. I'm like, listen, Chief, you got into could you imagine being dumb enough to get talked into a cult by another grown man?
It blows my mind.
I'm like, you get all the pussy. What was the guy's name? Waco.
Don't remember.
What the hell is that guy's name? But he's like clearly some autistic guy. And they had like a battle for supremacy in the church that they had going on. I don't know. My brain's not working today. Then I watched a Ted Kaczynski documentary, and that guy had some good points.
Who's that?
He's the dude who blew up the World Trade Center. He was sending bombs everywhere, but he was like, technology is going to ruin the world and all this shit. And I'm like, kind of making some fair points.
What do you mean he blew up the World Trade Center?
The old World Trade Center in Oklahoma City.
Oh, shit.
It might not have been the World Trade Center.
Yeah,
But it's Oklahoma City was the first one. He killed a bunch of people.
Shit.
But it was pretty funny because he was like bombing airlines and then he was bombing like universities. And I'm like, dude, if you started bombing like Spirit Airlines headquarters right now, people would be like, about time somebody fucking did something. They're fucking us on these baggage fees. I can't get a straight flight anywhere. People would be so pumped. They were bombing, like, he was bombing university professors. I'm like, also, you probably get a little clap from certain segments of the population right now. They're like, well, you see what they're teaching in school. People are freaking out. We're going to lose our shit. I mean, how much time do you have on your hands to learn how to build a bomb?
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, if I can't find dynamite, Bob's your uncle. But you know, he kept sending bombs to places, then like blowing the secretary's hand off because it was like for the CEO of the company. I'm like, you think the CEO is just opening up wood boxes? He was like sending wood bombs. They look like little wood crates. Maybe I should start making bombs. That's what we should get. We'll have a bomb making podcast.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Our video gets flagged.
Yeah, no. That's the only bombs I used to make is when we would spray like WD-40 and blow that up. That's good. And that's just good old fashioned fun, brother.
And do an axe bomb.
An axe bomb?
Tape thing down, toss it in the locker room.
Yeah, that's just good old fashioned fun. I need to get back to that. I'm gonna start doing pranks. I'm gonna be a middle-aged guy doing pranks. You ever see those videos online when like couples prank each other? I'm like, I would prank you with a knife in the neck if you did that shit to me. There's like people throwing like gallons of water in their wife's face, like spilling paint on the like. I'm like, I just watched a video of a lady get shot with a dart by her little kid, like a Nerf gun, and then she's like spilling fake paint on her face. I'm like, could you imagine having a mom making content? I saw a lady like with a Dyson vacuuming and her tits were it looked like dog udder. So I'm like, I'm done. Can we can everybody just calm the fuck down?
You just called it a dog udder?
Yeah, it looked like she just had a fucking litter of puppies. I'm like, sweetheart, you're 56. Put your shitty tits away. God. I hate that. Everybody's like, some people, there should be shit you should be embarrassed about. I'm embarrassed I have a podcast and I can admit it. That's fine. But these people that have like OnlyFans and shit, they're like paying to promote it on other people's Twitters, and then you click on their OnlyFans, I'm like, it's $4 to see your butthole, dude. Get a better butthole. You know, I don't know.
I've never paid for honestly, like probably just streaming services and weird apps, but I've never paid for anyone else's content.
Yeah, well,
I've never been like, I need to see those titties.
Yeah. Well, there's no tits I need to see. Google any pair of tits. Tits are tits. Once you've seen like 400 pairs of tits, you're like, they're great. It only counts if it's a chick you know. Then you're like, I need to see them titties. I don't know. It's weird though. That's what they should invent an app where you can like. There just should be a non-awkward way to ask a girl for her social media. Be like, you're so hot, I want to stare at you when I get home. Because that's basically how all these dudes. You know what I mean?
That's what clicking the follow button means.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah,
but yeah, you can't find it out if you don't know it, dude. I don't know. Know what I did? One of the fattest things I had. Peggy had her album recording on Wednesday. She fucking crushed. It was so funny. She kept like doing well and then apologizing for doing well. I'm like, bitch.
What do you mean?
Ridiculous. She had to kick somebody out of the show during it. It was madness. But then when I got home, we got Wendy's and I ate a Wendy's cheeseburger in bed.
I've never eaten in my bed.
What?
I'm not a bed eater, dude. I get scared it's gonna like accumulate bugs.
You're gonna get bugs?
Dude, I am a bed freak. I think that's like one of the most OCD things about me.
Do you make your own bed?
Well, of course.
Every day?
Yeah. Needs to be covered and clean, dude.
Covered and clean?
Yeah, dude. I won't get in my bed if I haven't showered.
I don't think I've ever made my bed one time. I'll tell you that right now.
Did you have a mom that was like, make your fucking bed?
No.
My mom always told me to, so now I do it by like...
Yeah, you're like Jordan Peterson now.
Yeah, it's built in. Jordan Peterson.
Hey, Mikey Peterson.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, isn't Jordan Peterson's like, you can't get your shit together unless you clean your own room? That dumbass Canadian accent.
That's really funny.
Yeah, he's always saying that shit.
I like him, though.
I mean, I don't like anybody. Every time you say you like somebody, they're like, this guy's a racist. And then you find out some tweet he had like 9 years ago. I just saw do you know Tyreek Hill, the NFL player?
Yeah. I don't know what team he plays for.
He plays for the Dolphins now, but he was just shitting on somebody for making fun of the girl who was doing the thing on, because they were like, oh, if you're a white lady, you can be cocky. If you're a black lady, you can't be cocky. I'm like, well, I think people only think that because black people are better at being cocky and they're jealous. Racism's rooted in jealousy, I'll tell you that. Most people who are racist are like, oh, black guys all have big dicks. I'm like, not all black guys have big dicks. That's how you know somebody's racist. They assume all black. There's only one kind of black guy. Like, that's it. I'm like, you never been a black nerd, dude? Check out anime. They're into that shit. It's
more like I think just like the average across the board is just higher than a white average.
What? Coolness?
Maybe no.
Coolness, they got us.
Big size equals coolness.
Yeah, nobody's cool. If you had a 10-inch dick, you're the coolest guy around. Though what I would like, nothing would be more powerful than being a dork with a hammer on you. You got like a 12-inch dick and you're just like, nobody's ever going to see this fucking thing.
It's always the skinny Afro white kids or some shit.
Yeah. That's what I've heard so many girls say skinny dudes got big hogs. But because nothing would be more upsetting if you're a big dude and you got a little dick. Shout out to you because that stinks. It's no good. I don't know. I feel like this podcast is just completely off the rails now.
I don't know, dude.
I was having a good time all weekend, and then one night I get fucked up, and then you're like, Ryan, we're back at this now? Now we're doing this? I was having a good time, and then you just get that tipping point where you hit like 2 drinks. I'm like, everything's good. I'm going to keep this going. And then next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking my girlfriend right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's no good.
It doesn't happen too often, but I definitely hate the whole like have 2 beers and then you know.
Then you're off to the
slippery
race.
slope.
Oh, it's slippery,
yeah,
bro.
Especially if you're out with friends or something.
Yeah.
When you're alone, you have like a beer or 2. It's easier to tame yourself.
Nothing's but, dude, my mom got me. Dude, oh my God, that's what I wanted to talk about on fucking Friday. I went and they were like, oh, you want to headline this show in Allentown? And I went up and it's literally it's like a cafeteria, an adult cafeteria. It's just like a bunch of bars. And
wait, I don't.
It's like basically like a food court. It looks like a mall food court, but it's like adults. There's like bars.
That sounds cool.
And it's cool, but we had to do. It was doing a comedy show there, and there's like a ton of people there, but you can't keep their attention because there's just like food clanking. And this lady was having like a 42-year-old birthday, and she tried to say something like, I forget. I like made fun of her tits, and she started shaking her tits at me. And then I'm like, she said something mean, and I was like, lady, you're like a 40. Like if someone took me for my birthday to a food court. I shave, lose my fucking number. And there's this Puerto Rican guy in the front row screaming. He was so hammered. He looks like, did you ever see James Brown when he got arrested? He had that insane haircut. This guy had a leather rooster hat with a gold rooster on it. It was it was just fucking madness. I forget how hood Allentown is. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is
going on? Norristown.
Yeah, it's like the same kind of area.
Crazy. I have a friend who owns a gas station in Norristown, and there's a McDonald's attached to it. and they like share a bathroom, and people go into the bathroom and use drugs.
And just shoot up heroin.
Yeah, you'll find needles on the floor in the bathroom and shit. That's gotta be the
worst. To come to, you're on a fucking nice heroin nut out, and you wake up, dude. That's probably sick though. You almost overdose, and the first thing you're sniffing is some nice frying oil at McDonald's. Supersize me, baby. Yeah. They don't even do supersize anymore. Do they not have the dollar menu anymore?
I don't know. That used to be clutch, though. I used to get fucking
when I was in middle
chicken
school,
sandwiches.
In middle school, we would go skateboarding after school every day and go get us a $1 supersized fry, brother. And I would eat that old lady's pussy that gave it to me. I forget what her name was. She was like 70 years old. I'm like, I love you, you stupid bitch.
I had a Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, I never had a Shamrock Shake.
Dude, we used to murder those.
Never.
And I was lactose intolerant, and I would go home and shit myself.
My pants, boy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not lactose intolerant, but milk do be fucking me up now. But I can't stop eating treats. I like want to get back to being shredded, dude. I haven't had like a good 6-pack since I got my girlfriend, and it's really killing me. And I know a lot of people are like, no, Ryan, not everybody has 6-packs. I'm like, yeah, well, I did. I have better genetics than you. All right? Don't hold that against me.
I'm kind of noticing mine to start to fade a little, dude. Yeah, I'm in my late 20s. It sucks.
Yeah, it's harder. I'm sorry if you're a fat guy and can't relate to this, but that's on you. Go back and be mad at your parents, not at me, Chief. If you sat this far through this podcast, God can't help you. I can't help you. I'm just trying to figure it out, dude. I don't know. Every weekend. I think this weekend Monday is Easter Monday, though. We might record the podcast Tuesday because I'm going to be in LBI. Are you going away?
No, we're chilling at home this weekend.
Ooh, we chilling, boy.
Yeah, we chilling.
Yeah, so maybe we'll figure it out. The podcast will be out on Wednesday, but maybe now you're seeing behind the scenes me and Mikey discussing business.
Honestly, if you want to do a different day, I don't care.
Yeah, hell yeah. But this has been a fun week, Mikey. I was going to say thanks for having me, but we do this every week.
You're welcome, Ryan.
Thanks for having me at my house, Mike. I'll see you next week. Love yous. Bye.